Get all your residential concrete projects done the right way with the most trusted company in town. Serving Lorain County and surrounding areas, Affordable Concrete Solutions is here for all your concrete needs, providing concrete maintenance, washing and sealing, decorative stamped concrete, driveway and sidewalk concrete removal, concrete flat work, and much more. We pride ourselves in offering the best concrete services possible and are backed by years of experience and a history of excellent service. It's our ultimate goal to provide each and every client with the highest quality of workmanship, professionalism, and efficiency while emphasizing exceptional customer service. We design, install, and maintain all concrete. Whatever your concrete needs, let ACS be your answer. Contact us today for your free estimate.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
It's loud and local. Loud and Local is brought to you by Mike's Bar Beer Bar. They're located across the street from PNC Park, and they have premium crew crafted beer. Yes. They got over 500 beers for you to find. The perfect beer.
Beer's good, man.
Beer's amazing.
It's all yeasty.
I bet you can get a lot of beer at the Rusty Spur Saloon over in Las Vegas.
Cannot wait to go there.
Yes, it was voted the biggest hole in the wall saloon in the last 2 years. It's amazing. You know how amazing it is? So amazing I gotta start this song over.
Song is amazing too.
This song's amazing.
I don't care what Doug says.
I don't care what he says.
Doug, if you're listening, this is the second time we're playing it just for you.
Just for you. And since you listen to it again, make sure you go check out Tart Tattoo Therapy Inc. and the Ari Gallery. I can't even say it. The Erie Art Gallery. Sage didn't go to school. It's the official tattoo parlor of Redline Radio and Money's Crazy Mind. Go see Riley Chase, and all the guys over there making all these elite. I don't know what happened to my mic.
It's got holy water on it.
That's what probably happened. But are you guys ready to get loud and local?
Yeah. It's a punk show tonight.
You're damn right. And I'm bringing you our wonderful host, Jeff J.
Yeah, all right, Satan. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's so nice tonight.
You know, I gotta be nice every once in a while.
Yeah, you have to, I guess. We're going to go 3 times with it.
I
know you wanted
to.
to. Yeah, Doug's out there. He's like, God damn, I hate that song. It's a sellout song.
It's a great song.
And I couldn't help but think about insecticide warfare all week. Just kept thinking the things I like to do when I listen to that song.
You should name it. What do you like to do?
I don't know. Tonight, there's too many women on the show. I don't know if I can really say it. I'm going to try to behave a little bit tonight.
I'm proud of you, my son.
Maybe. My son. Yes, Dad. It makes me think of Frank Hill. Dad! God damn it. Anyway, so it was a crazy week. So much stuff happened this week.
What all happened this week, man?
Well, you know, I was talking about the wedding invitation last week, and my date can't make it from the West Coast. She took a new job and she's not going to have the money to go. So
Damn it, overachiever.
damn it, man. So I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? It's like 4 months away. You know, you think that might be a long time, but 4 months in a single guy's life is like, goes really fast.
It does.
You ladies don't understand. It's a lot harder for dudes. So, yeah. So I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I was like, man, should I just hire an escort to go? You know, but spend money. You know, she'll probably show up and be all like super slutty in front of my family.
I'll go with you. Fuck. What the hell?
So I did find a date. I did find a date, and I'm not sure if I can announce who it is. I'm gonna wait and see if she's cool with me saying it, and then yeah, I'll say it. But I'm not sure if she's cool with it yet. Anyway, so it was a crazy week. I have to tell you this weird little story about my job. And this never happened to me before in my life, but I'm at work and they come up to me and they want to give me a promotion. That's happened many times, but the promotion, I said to him, I go, well, more importantly, when does the race kick in? Right. And he said to me, he goes, oh, no. You have to prove yourself first and then we'll give you the raise. I go, wait, so let me get this straight. I'm going to be promoted. I'm going to be responsible for everything. Tell people what to do that make more money than me, right? And then prove myself and then possibly get a raise, which you're not even telling me what it could be. It could be 50 cents. It could be $1. It could be $3. Who knows? Right? So I was like, nah, fuck that. I was like, nah, you're going to have to find somebody else, some other pawn in your game. I don't know. He didn't say.
You didn't specify.
Yeah, I think I've proven myself through life long enough. I don't need to prove myself to this tool. So, yeah, I'm actually looking for another job. I've been working 3 jobs, even believe it or not, but just so I could have money to open my business and stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much my week. That, chicken wings, and tacos,
Oh yeah, I love the chicken wings.
and karaoke at Backdraft Bar, which was a lot of fun. And the chick with the blue hair that I met the week before changed her hair color to like fluorescent purple. It looked pretty good.
Exciting.
Yeah, kind of exciting. I didn't really talk to her that much. I just after work had a beer, sang one song, and then pretty much boogied. But that was pretty much my week. But brings me up to my point about Foundry, which I love Foundry in Lakewood, and they have. How do you get the crickets with the applause? It's like not good, but you get applause with it. I love that.
Satan hit the wrong button.
Satan, god damn it.
I don't like the Foundry. I'm just joking. I love the Foundry.
Touch that button. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. So, here's the crickets. Okay, so I went up to Foundry. I was gonna get tacos, but then I saw the wing sauce of the month, maple bourbon chili glaze.
That sounds amazing.
It was delicious. It was like chicken and waffles with a spice to it. I loved it. So anyway, I'm gonna introduce the show tonight. Co-hosting the show is Booski. She has not arrived yet. She's on her way. Also with me tonight is Nico Pico Train, right over here.
Hello.
She is the owner, publisher, editorial, wears all the hats for Keen Magazine.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? Photographer. Did I say photographer?
I think so.
Okay. She also is the Cleveland Underground, which you go out and about, see shows, right?
Yeah, I just like to go to shows and I take photos while I'm there. And
Do any of the bands ever want to get photos of themselves? Do they come up to me like, hey, can I get copies?
sometimes I get hired, or sometimes they want
Yeah, that's
the
cool.
photos. Usually, I just give them away, though.
Yeah. You ever get invited backstage?
That definitely sounded
I'm
What kind of
leading
question
somewhere.
is that? Like,
Oh my God, Jeff, she's a woman.
No, I don't mean it in a sexual way. Do they
Oh.
invite you backstage, do photos, and
I mean, sometimes, yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
not a thing.
I saw years ago they did that movie about the photographer for Rolling Stone, magazine. You ever see that?
No.
He followed around. I think it was like 70s bands like Led Zeppelin stuff, and he was their main photographer.
Yeah.
And they invited him to all their parties, and I guess it was just crazy, like drug fueled parties and strippers and
Get some good
whores and all kinds of
photos,
stuff. I'm
Yeah.
sure it was pretty good. Probably couldn't use any of them, right?
Probably not.
Their publicist was like, no.
Right.
There's a big butt in the way in this one. Yeah. So
Mhm.
also, Nico is also the singer in my band. I don't know if we could really call it a band, recording project. We haven't really performed out. We
Just
could.
calls me up once in a while. Hey, can you do this?
Yeah. This time I'm going to ask you to sing on every song.
Oh God. That's
Yeah. Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
Satan says do it.
So we're going to play a selfish song tonight by my band at some point here. And, so she sings in my band. You have a great voice, a beautiful voice.
Thanks.
And everybody will hear that tonight.
Oh God.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Going doing, doing, doing,
I'm
doing.
scared.
Also, we'll have the hot chick of the week. Normally we do metal. Tonight it's going to be the hot punk chick of the week. And then we were going to have on a dominatrix. Her name is Mistress Mary,
Ooh.
but I haven't heard from her since Tuesday. She must be busy in the dungeon. Yeah. In the next couple weeks, I'm going to actually be out. Next week, I'm going out to. Fucked up. This week, I'm going out to a dungeon in Cleveland to do like an investigative report. They don't know I'm reporting.
What dungeon you mean?
My buddy sent me the link to it, but there's a dungeon in Cleveland. Lisa was telling me about it. The GM from Red Balling Radio was telling me that there's dungeons in Cleveland, and
You're talking about sex clubs?
I guess like a sex club, a
Oh.
dungeon. I don't plan on having
Every show
sex.
I'm on, they always talk about sex clubs. What the fuck?
Well, I think that's a little. No, you can say fuck. Fuck is okay.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Fuck. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Oh,
So I guess there are sex clubs, but I think this is more like a dungeon where guys get in latex and girls beat the shit out of them.
Oh, got you.
Like
That's
BDSM.
That would be a sex club, right?
I don't know. It'd be a dungeon sex club.
You might not have sex. It could just be a fetish.
Yeah, you might just smell feet. Who knows?
Okay.
I don't know. I've never been to one. And I don't plan on having sex. I just want to walk around and see what's up.
Voyeur?
A voyeur, yes.
Yeah.
The weird guy in the corner.
Yeah.
You're a
Freaks people
cuck.
out, actually.
A cuck.
You're a cuck.
I'm a cuck for my radio show. Who's that guy in the corner masturbating? It's so weird. Yeah, so Mistress Mary, I don't know where you are, but you didn't make it. Tonight we'll also have our Breaking Spines news report. There's a ton of stuff going on in Cleveland. There's a ton of stuff with bands nationally. Also, there's some really cool like food things going on in the area that we're going to talk about tonight. And we're also going to read a little story about pegging. And do you know what pegging is?
Okay.
Okay. That's in Savage Love in the back of Scene magazine.
I wasn't prepared either. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good read. Well, last week I picked up the Scene magazine before the show, and I was just looking through it to see, what's going on in the area. And I saw that in the back they have Savage Love. They've had that since I was a kid. Now, you got to figure, like, anybody's reading these magazines, like high school kids and stuff.
Right.
I didn't know what pegging was until maybe, like, a couple years ago. I had no idea.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So it's kind of different.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something I would ever ask my girlfriend or wife to do. Like, could you peg me?
Oh.
It sounds odd. I would think that she'd be like, yeah, no.
Not Satan approved.
Not Satan approved. In hell, there's a lot of pegging, I bet. Hitler's down there just taking it in the ass
There is.
like a coconut. He deserves it, though. And
He actually likes it.
so what we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick little break, all right? We're going to play our song, okay? Dead and Gone by Jeff James and the Black Roses. That's what I named it. I couldn't think of a good band name. And I like Black Roses, so I was like, no, let's just go with that.
Sounds like Black Crows or
Yeah, there's so many Black Rose bands. But this is Nico on vocals. Don't only hear it on the website though.
So it seems the crowd can't hear it.
That's too bad because it's pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna come back to Let It Go.
We'll figure it out on the next longer break when we play something a little bit longer, and then I'll figure out how we can play it.
I like the song. Nice.
Thanks, man. I did it again. Hey.
What's the guy's name?
Kevin.
Kevin. I love Kevin.
He's in Korea right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
On vacation.
Oh. Wow.
Well, you know what I'll say? So we'll figure that out later and we'll play it again. But I'll tell you the story of how that song came about. So a little synopsis before we play it next time. I was dating what's her name? I was engaged to her.
Yeah.
And we went to Butler, Ohio, which I call Buttlicker, Ohio.
Buttlicker.
And we were in the middle of nowhere. And
no offense to Butler, Ohio.
Yeah, no offense. It really sucked there, though.
I've
It was
been.
nothing but like hills and miles of hills. Well, anyway, me and her got into a huge altercation at a campground at night, like at 11 o'clock at night. And the only screaming you could hear was the two of us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really bad. And that night I ended up sleeping in a treehouse because I had nowhere to sleep.
Treehouse?
They had a treehouse there for kids, a kids' playground treehouse.
Probably scared children in the morning. Oh my god.
No, I was gone like at 7 a.m. As soon as the sun even started to come up, I was like up and ready to go.
There's a naked guy in the tree.
No, I wasn't naked. But yeah, I slept in the
Don't lie
treehouse.
to her, Jeff.
So the next day I was like, do I make up with her and have a ride home? Or do I stand my ground, So I was like, fuck it. So I walked back. I got a couple of my things. I got some big thing of water. And I walked right past her. And I was like, dude, bitch. And so I walked 14.8 miles to Mansfield
Oh, I remember this story.
through the rolling hills. Yeah, I told you in the studio.
That's a lot.
So while I was walking, I was thinking, you're dead to me. Totally dead to me. I
Wow.
hate you. right? So Dead and Gone, the
Yeah.
chorus started playing in my head. Well, we got back together in October.
Does she like the song?
Well, she asked me about the song. She's
Okay.
like, "Let me know. Is that song about me?" You know, and I was like, "No, babe, that's not about you. It was totally,
Damn right it's about
Liar.
you,
it was
bitch.
totally about her." And you know that part where it's like Medusa undo ya, head full of snakes.
Yeah.
I used to think to myself, "You're just a Medusa." Yeah. So that whole song is about her.
Isn't Medusa like a scorned woman, anyways? Like, why are you?
No, Medusa is the Greek mythological thing, right? Where if you look at her,
Yeah,
you turn to
Zeus turned her
stone.
into snakehead lady because she would
Yeah.
go down on him or something.
Was that what it was?
It was some story like that.
I thought she was sucking off Apollo or something. And he got
Is
mad
that what
about it.
happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't-
The story gets messed up. The more people that tell it.
All that Greek stuff is, kind of weird sexually anyway. But
Jumping out of heads and shit.
yeah. So, no pun intended. Tell me more about Keen Magazine. It has nothing to do with Greek sex, but
No, it's
but tell me how it all came about. And I remember when you put your first issue out.
2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had just started recording music. Well, I had always recorded, but then that was when we first started meeting. and
Well, the
talking.
Cleveland Underground I started in 2017. Just I was showing in galleries since like 2012, and just lost interest in it. It's all about I won't go there, but
All
got
about
the-
what?
No.
Oh,
But 2017, and then around 2019, I really wanted to do a zine, and I tried to make it smaller
then the first one was.
and no color, but it just didn't work out that way.
No, I like the photos, and I was looking at some of them tonight. This one is super cool.
Yeah, Justin Myers.
This one here,
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. Yeah.
Took all these photos?
No, there's 21 artists in this scene, 48 pages, 8.5 by 11. It's free. Mostly are they're Cleveland artists, but there's a guy from Texas and South Carolina and Minnesota, New York, writers as well. There's I think 6 stories.
Does Blue also do drawings for you in the magazine?
Blue is in the last issue. You're talking about the artist, right?
Yeah.
Rarity.
Mathematic Christ or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
He goes by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm friends with him on Instagram. I'm trying to get him on the show because I want to show him some of his art too.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he'd like that, I think.
I talked to him about doing album art for us.
Oh, there you
So
go.
every song we put out, we'll have a drawing by him.
Oh, cool.
His stuff's really cool.
Yeah. Does he know that? Hi, Blue.
Hi, Blue. How you doing?
You're gonna get calls soon.
No, he knows. I
Oh,
talk to him all the
okay.
time.
Okay. Yeah. So 40 artists in 3 years, and just it keeps getting a little bit bigger. I was thinking about no more than 50 pages though.
Yeah.
I want it to be bigger.
Now, some of the photos that you do when you go to shows we were talking about before,
Yeah.
are those in here too?
No, this is just visual artist.
Okay.
Cleveland Underground scene is just the bands, and this is visual art and writers.
What's
Tattoo
cool?
artists, painters, illustrators,
I just realized the
digital
cover
artists.
is the cover of the first one.
Yeah, that's why my plan to do, just to have all the covers together, so you know like which is which. So
Yeah, I like that. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
How do you get in the magazine?
what'd Satan say?
How do you get in the magazine?
How do you get in? Actually, it's just like people I meet over the year. It's an annual, and kind of see what fits. It's not about who's who or what or nothing like that, or
Yeah, it's definitely very alternative and
I would need all 50 pages to fit.
your ego alone
all right.
would take up half of it. So yeah, it's cool. Now, like the cover though, you did the photography though, right?
Yeah, I got my stuff in here too.
Yeah, I figured
Artist,
you did.
yeah.
You have to do some photos of the band and put them in there.
Okay.
That'd be kind of
Well,
cool.
no bands are in here.
Oh,
No
so you have
bands.
to make a new magazine for just the Cleveland
Yeah, right.
band scene.
Yeah.
But
Put comedy in there?
What is it?
Comedy.
Oh, comedy? Yeah, Sean Wickens. He's a comedian. He's in here. He has one of his stories.
After a few shows, you'll start to hear Satan's voice just in your head. You'll
Yeah.
actually hear it telepathically before you actually hear it.
Hear it tonight.
Yeah, he'll get in your soul a little
Yeah.
I'm trying to loosen you up now.
bit. He wants to loosen you up. I'll be a satanic interpreter for the evening.
Thank you. So I'm like, what? Say that
It's
again?
all good.
Ah.
So tell me more about Cleveland Underground. How you got involved in that?
Well, yeah, I was showing for a while, and I just met a lot of artists that were wanting to get out more and wanted to be seen more, and so that's how kind of Keen came about, and the Cleveland Underground scene. And I was just bored and wanted to go to shows, and like going to shows. I've been going to shows since I was like 13, so.
Now, did you always go
hardcore.
to like more like the alternative punk shows?
Punk rock, hardcore, metal, yeah.
What do you think drew you to that mostly?
Oh, well, growing up, I mean, I hung out with Misfits, so
Oh, that's
we'd
cool.
go to what is it called? The Atlantic? I forgot. The Headroom, Mr. Yucks. Yeah, South Carolina.
So one of my favorite clubs in Cleveland for punk shows is Now That's Class. You
Yeah.
ever go there?
Well, it's No Class now.
Yeah, I saw that. I was
Yeah.
thinking it was still Now That's Class and No Class was the venue, but no, it's No Class now, huh?
Yeah,
They have no class at all.
changed owners.
They do have no class there. Trust me. Have you ever used the restroom there? It looks like it might be worse than CBGB's bathroom.
They have a glory hole.
It's a punk club.
Hey, one time we had a show at Now That's Class, and it's No Class now, but we had a show there when we first started out playing. We wanted to play somewhere like, that wasn't a big club and it was really small.
Yeah.
And we played there, and I had to take a shit really bad. And I was like, oh God, I don't want to have to go down the street, because I wasn't gonna make it. And we had that discussion about not being able to make it to a bathroom. Sometimes there's just not enough time. So I went in there and I looked at that toilet, and it was just like, I don't think it had been flushed in 2 years. It was just poop all the way to the top. The whole rim of it was just nasty. And my thighs aren't that strong where I can hover like a girl can. Girls, I think, are more
Well, we
capable
don't
of
squat to
hovering.
shit usually, so. it's a thing.
Yeah.
Just to pee.
Yeah, hovering's tough, especially when you're shitting.
Yeah.
But I made it.
Squat.
Yeah.
Squat.
I made it. I didn't shit my pants that night. It was close.
I'm proud of you, son.
It's gross. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
TMI.
Well, you told me outside how you did the show with the puppets, and they were extremely.
Oh,
What was the word you used?
vulgar puppets.
Vulgar puppets. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we should bring puppets on the show and do something like really scandalous with them.
I'm with it.
Maybe like two Barbies scissoring or something. I don't know.
No, we might get sued for the Barbies.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could put masks on them or something, like little sock masks. Kind of like this, but with like a sock over the Barbie's head. We could do all kinds of things, Barbie. We just couldn't call her Barbie. No, I don't know. Let's go on.
Harley.
What do you want to call her?
Harley.
Halsey.
Halsey. I
Yeah.
like that one.
You like Halsey? You ever listen to the music Halsey?
Good stuff.
Yeah, that song Gasoline's really good. Yeah, I like.
Oh my god, I love that song.
Yeah, the song's not bad. It's catchy. She's got a great voice too. I like it a lot. So anyway, what I want to do is, before we go to a different part of it, I do want to say a couple other things.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, obviously now that we have a band together, that we play music together, and we're gonna start recording again sometime in April, and put out another album. Might take like 8 months to do it again.
First time you hearing about this.
Yeah, first time. I haven't had a lot of time to tell you anything. It's been all pretty much up in the air.
I'm up for it.
Yeah, so the last album, we put it on Spotify and some other things like that, but didn't get the didn't catch on. And I thought it was a pretty good album. So now that I signed with AMG's and Mark Berry, who will be back. I got his email wrong. He was sitting by his phone all night waiting for the call, for waiting for the email. And
I can't believe you.
yeah, well, you put it first down as groupie. Remember? AMG groupie.
AMG Groupie, yeah.
And then I put one too many periods. So he called me the next day. He's like, dude, I was waiting for you to send it. I'm like, I just thought you didn't see it. I don't know. So he's gonna come back. He'll be on the 19th,
Cool.
I think. Look and see real fast. Yeah, of course, I didn't bring it with me. Yeah.
Two Sundays from now.
March 19th at 8:30, Mark Berry will be back on. And Mark Berry he produced like Joan Jett, Carly Simon, Duran
Okay.
Duran, David Bowie.
All right.
And he's going to be handling our music from now on, which means the songs that we write and stuff and send out there, he'll be like taking that catalog to like TV, film, commercials, and then getting us actually on Spotify playlists, because that's where it's at. That's the only way you're going to get played. You got to go on those curated playlists. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to a next segment. It's going to be called Breaking Spines News. And that's what we're going to talk about, what's going on in Cleveland, what's going on nationally in music and stuff like that. Okay. So last time I was on, last week, we talked about Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry just had a new exhibit open at the Rock Hall of Fame. And it started, I think, last Saturday. And the exhibit shows, like his guitar, some of his outfits, a lot of his music. I remember I went and saw Chuck Berry when I was a kid, and I said it was Howl at the Coronation Ball, but it's actually the Moondog Coronation Ball. And Satan's going to bring up a couple clips, and before he does that, I want to also say that, did you see that the Rock Hall is having their nominees this year? And instead of doing it in Cleveland, they're doing it in New York City.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to bridge cities, I guess,
I get that, but it's Cleveland. Shouldn't we be able to reap the rewards of having the show here?
Yeah, I understand that.
Cleveland, isn't big like New York City.
That's malarkey. They should be here.
You're right. Goddamn right it should be here. I don't understand that. Like I said last week on the show, I think it's stupid. It's like retarded that they wouldn't. I don't know. I just don't understand what they're thinking. Like, they'll do it in LA, they'll do it in New York City. It's like, I think they don't want to come to Cleveland. I think a lot of the artists just don't want to come to Cleveland. They'll be like, oh, we'll come if you pay us, like a big show like Rage Against the Machine. But if it's to come for free to get some stupid little trophy, I bet they're like, yeah, I don't want to come. It's cold. It's rainy there. It's not like LA. No supermodels.
New York is cold too.
Yeah, New York is cold. I've been to New York a few times. I didn't really enjoy it.
What?
Yeah, I mean, there were some aspects of it, like the clubs with the music and the clothing and some of the stuff like that, but too busy for me.
Oh yeah.
I need laid back.
Well, it's not a laid back town. You go there to
Yeah. It's like
not relax.
it's like being a stoner in Vegas. Like, everything is happening so fast, you're just like, whoa.
I love Vegas too.
I love Vegas too. I went there with what's her name? I told you that story.
Yeah.
That's how I got myself in trouble. But anyway, yeah, Chuck Berry will be at the Rock Hall now as an exhibit. And I was talking about him last week. Like, a lot of people didn't realize that he created the Duck Walk.
The Duck Walk?
The Duck Walk. Have you ever seen that?
No. Can you do it?
I'm not going to do it.
Oh.
But Satan has a clip I think he could pull up for us. They'll show you the Duck Walk.
Oh. Okay.
Remember Back to the Future when Michael J. Fox did it?
Yeah.
It's the Duck Walk. Yeah. That's Chuck Berry.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's very cool. I love the way he plays guitar. I wish I could play like that. I'm not that far off though. I'm getting a lot better. I've been practicing other things, like trying to do metal stuff. But anyway, so Breaking Spine News. Loudwire just released this thing about Def Leppard, Motley Crue's tour. Joe Elliott, he's the lead singer of Def Leppard. He was hospitalized in Colombia for altitude sickness. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
That's when you're just flying around all the. They probably fly
Oh,
from
this is just from
flying.
really.
Yeah, I guess it's like you get dizzy, you start to slide from one side to the other, your equilibrium's all off, or you could just be on drugs or drunk.
Sliding all over. The
Not saying you're drunk, Joel. You may have been. Probably party a lot. But yeah, he was hospitalized, and then he was in the hospital for like 5 or 6 hours, and then he said to his bandmates, "Well, at 8 o'clock we go on, right?" They're like, "Yeah, but if you don't feel like it," he's like, "No, I'll be there at the show," and he just walked right on stage and did like a normal show. So I don't know. Maybe he's just hungover. I'm not sure. But
Yeah, we partied like it was 1999.
I bet you did, Satan. Yeah, so that band definitely partied a lot. They had a guitar player named Steve Clarkson. He died of alcohol poisoning. The guy
That
basically,
might have been my fault.
yeah, probably definitely your fault. And then the drummer was in a car accident. He was screaming down the road like in a Ferrari or something, and the car flipped and he lost his arm.
Definitely my fault.
Do you know the drummer only has one arm?
I'm not even listening.
Is that my
Glazed
fault
over
too?
like 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, so the drummer has one arm in that band. They actually set the drums for him on the floor, so he uses his feet. So he's very multi-talented. So anyway, March 24th at the Foundry. You've been to the Foundry Concert Club?
Yes.
Like the Foundry a lot. We talk about you all the time. There's a band, and I love the name of this band, Convalescence. Convalescence, is that
Okay.
right? Convalescence, doesn't it mean like old people or nursing home? Or
Yeah.
I was like,
did they spell it that way?
yeah,
Like,
it's spelled like that. I was like, it's a weird band name. But the reason I brought it up, there's a killer band that's opening for 'em. We're gonna play them on the show, not tonight, but somewhere down the line. They're called Adrift on the River Styx. And they're like a hardcore metal band, but the vocals are like super mellow, kind of like that dude from Slipknot that sings, Corey Taylor, I think. And then another thing going on is No Class that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So April 29th, I guess they do this often. It was just announced they're doing the Fetish Wear Dance Party at 9 o'clock at night, which sounds really fun. I think I'd love that.
You should go.
Yeah. You want to go? You probably have more clothes than I do, fetish style. I have nothing fetish to wear.
I mean, it's fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I haven't been in No Class in a long time. I probably haven't been there in, a while now. Do they still have the vegan menu in
What,
place?
in No Class?
Yeah. They used to have a vegan menu.
I don't eat there,
Yeah.
so
They used to do
I
vegan
just get a bag of
tacos.
voodoo chips if they got them,
Yeah.
and a ginger beer.
Ginger beer. I love those ginger beers. That's what they make Moscow mules out of. It's delicious. And then April 15th, there's a band called Atomic Witch, they're really cool.
Fucking love Atomic Witch.
Right?
There is a video of them on my YouTube page, Cleveland Underground Scene. Check that out.
All right, I'll check that out. I like them a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, they're great.
They're cool. Yeah, they're playing April 15th. That's going to be a good show. And then another thing they do that I thought was really cool, and that starts March 7th, just a couple days away at 7 o'clock.
Is it YouTube page or channel?
I'm not sure. It's probably the channel, right? They're doing horror trivia. Not horror trivia, WHORE. Horror trivia. Horror. The horror. Horror. Yeah, so that's going to be happening on March 7th, which I think I would do really well with like some of the stuff, like maybe like Halloween and Jason and Freddy Krueger. But once it started getting into like Scream and some of those other ones, I would totally lose.
Oh my God.
I can't remember how most of those movies went.
I was like talking to this guy I just met him. We were talking on the phone, and he sounded just like the dude on the phone in the Scream.
Oh yeah, I'm
And-
behind you,
And he
Casey.
would say to me, "Hi, Sydney." You know, it was
Sydney.
so it freaked me out. I quit talking to him.
Hi, Sydney.
I couldn't do it. Like, it's tripping me out.
Yeah, well, Satan, we'll have to see if we could find that voice, and just prank call her every now and then from the show.
I do like prank calls.
Okay, we'll have to do that too for sure.
I had a guy call me one time. He's beating off. It was
Oh,
weird.
that's great.
Seriously, like no joke. I'm
You're-
like,
you're in,
who the
like, the-
fuck is this?
hearing,
It's my fault too.
hearing that flapping of thumb.
Oh my god, this is my life.
Oh my god, that's great. Yeah, I've never had a girl call me and do that. Well, I sure probably wouldn't sound the same. Be like,
It's not fun usually.
I don't know, I can't make the sound of fingering. I don't know even how that sounds.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, you do it, Satan. Show me.
My voice is too deep for it.
I don't know, it'd be like, I don't know. No idea. It's so long since I heard that. That's not true. I'm just joking. Oh, yeah, Daddy.
Don't you dare touch me.
Yeah, it's more like it. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so you know who Killswitch Engage is? Have you ever heard of them?
Kill switch.
They do that song by Dio. I think it's not Rainbow in the Dark. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It will come to me at some point during the show, and I'll be like, haha! But they're playing the Agora in April. I think it's April 1st, actually. And then
I never
another...
go to the Agora. They never let me in with my camera. I'll call
Really?
months ahead for a show. I'll call a couple days before. It doesn't matter. They're like, no cameras.
I think they
sorry."
would totally allow that, wouldn't they? Because it would be
think?
like promotion for them.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
There's some stupid shit
But
out
it
there.
all depends on the artist that goes, and maybe I just haven't had any luck. I don't know.
I always think of the Agora a lot like Peabody's was, just like multi levels with overpriced tickets, and they probably book a bunch of like opening bands that will, sell tickets like crazy so that the opening band can make a ton of money, or the headliner can make a ton of money, and they just pretty much use up bands. I'm not saying, Agora, that you do that, but that's been the practice of a lot of clubs, fucking bands over. So that's why I won't play certain clubs. I think you should be able to play a club and not only have good attendance, have a cool place to work with, and then actually make a couple bucks on the show, because most bands aren't making any money, especially locally.
I don't look to art to make money. I think it takes the fun out of it. So
Yeah, that could be true.
yeah.
That could be true. But, it does help to pay for guitar strings and drumsticks
Oh,
and things like that.
It helps pay for copies and prints.
Yeah, it
and-
sure does.
Yeah, it's nice, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, money's only an ends to a means anyway. I mean,
Means to an end.
yeah, thank you. Thanks for that correction. I've been saying that wrong for years. No wonder everybody looks at me like, he's so stupid.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be an asshole.
Feel free. At least I learned something tonight. Yeah, so Killswitch Engage. And then this, I don't know if this is cool, but I thought it was cool. March 19th at the Medina Fairgrounds, they're doing the Cleveland Reptile Show. So it's like a zoo full of reptiles. Snakes, lizards, turtles, cobras, pythons. I thought that was cool.
Cool.
But can you imagine if they all just got loose while you're doing that show? That'd be insane. Now, I also thought of another thing this week is a stoner moment. Now, you got Russia and Ukraine fighting, right? They got these like kamikaze drones flying over and everybody's shooting missiles at each other. Wouldn't it be great if they just took maybe 20,000 cobras and just dropped them over over the soldiers in the middle of the night?
Wow.
That'd be so cheap, right? You wouldn't even have to waste $1 million missile. Just a bunch of snakes. That would create so much terror.
Don't give people ideas.
I love your thinking.
Isn't that great? The first guy would be like, "God, what the fuck was that?" Right? And then all of a sudden you hear all the slithering going on. It'd be insane. People would be. If it was me, I'd shit my. Yeah, I would shit my pants and run.
I
But you.
wonder if Samuel
Can't
Jackson
run. They're
did that.
everywhere.
Oh, these goddamn snakes on this fucking plane. Yeah, what if they got loose before you could even drop them, though? A plane ride from hell. System malfunction. Yeah, so the Cleveland Reptile Show. Yeah, I thought like if some of them got loose, that would just. Can you imagine just making that announcement at the fairgrounds? Everybody, we have a king cobra on the loose. Remain calm. Don't make any sudden movements. Can you imagine the terror? People would just trample everybody to death getting out of there. I know I would. I'd be like, I'm the fuck out of here.
No, people would get up on chairs and get their phones out. Like, yeah,
Yeah, everybody be on their phones looking for the snake. That'd be great.
I'm a professional. I have one at home.
I'm a professional. I've seen this on TV. Yeah, so. And then, Satan, you got to see this, right? I know you love food, and so do I.
I love food.
Right? Check this out. I don't know if you can see that.
Middle camera, middle camera.
Middle camera. Right there.
Oh, it's so funny.
This
I'll cover
is
it
the mac and cheese throwdown,
up.
right?
What is it called? The mac and cheese?
The mac and cheese throwdown is happening in Cleveland Sunday, March 5th. It's a little expensive to go, though. $35 general admission.
Wow.
$50 for VIP. I don't know what that includes. We'd have to look it up online.
That's today.
Yeah, it is today. It's probably already happened. But this happened today.
What's
Okay.
included?
Yeah, I don't know. So come experience the tastiest food and food fight in Cleveland. Only Mac and Cheese Festival in Cleveland. Cleveland's top restaurants, food trucks will be serving up delicious mac and cheese specials. More all day long. Listen to a live acoustic entertainment on Front Street Social Stage. Enjoy beverages from local crafters. Shop local vendors. Vote for your favorite mac dishes. Now, this already happened earlier this afternoon, but I think this is a yearly event that goes on in Cleveland. You wanted that mac and cheese? You're like, God damn.
I wanted that fucking mac and cheese.
Hey, have you ever been to Char in Rocky River?
No.
You don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I worked for Char for 3 years. Nothing bad to say about Char whatsoever. Had a great time there. I worked there with Crystal, got me hired there before she passed away, and then I stayed on for another 2 years after that. What I'm getting at is they specialize in mac and cheese. You can get chorizo mac and cheese. You can get chicken mac and cheese. You can get broiled shrimp mac and cheese. You can get fried egg mac and cheese. They have a breakfast mac and cheese. It's just, they have all these different mac and cheeses that you can get. Then they also have steaks and all this other high-end food. But mac and cheese, and I know the recipe. That's a great thing. You know, when you work somewhere, you know the recipe by heart. And I'll just tell you, the recipe that they use is just loaded full of cheese. It's cojita, and I'm trying to think what the other thing is. I think it might be Parmesan. I think it's cojita and cheese melt, which is really a cheap cheese, but when you add it to milk, it just melts right into it. And when you stir it up, it's like super fine and velvety. It's amazing. And Gabe Zeller owns Char in Rocky River. He also owns a couple other places like Avo and trying to think of the fucking name. Downtown. He owns another club down there. But yeah, he makes amazing mac and cheese. But that chorizo mac and cheese is to die for. But,
I had sriracha mac and cheese. Pretty good.
oh yeah, sriracha mac and cheese.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Do you like sriracha, Satan?
I do. I love sriracha.
I love it too.
It's the best condiment ever.
Yeah. You know where Buckeye Beer Engine is in Lakewood?
Of course I don't.
I believe they're on Madison, but they do and one of my other favorite things to eat when I go out is tater tots. But they do a loaded tater tot with chorizo, a sunny side up egg, the mac and cheese sauce on it, and then they put Velveeta sauce on it, and then they do a dry Tabasco powder that they put on it, sriracha, green onions.
I like tater tots with all the condiments like Happy Dog.
Oh yeah, Happy Dog's really
Yeah.
good. I like them a lot.
Just try them all. It's just
Yeah, that tater tot thing at Buckeye Beer Engine is to die for. And then you can
I
get
think I've had
smashed
it.
on all their craft beers too at the same time.
yeah. Boyfriend of mine used to work there.
Yeah, I went there one time, and I was dating a girl that worked there, and so I went there one time. And I got those tater tots, but then I decided that I had a couple shots before I even got there, and then what happened was, so I decided to try a craft beer, and I see them in these like little pours, these little baby pours, and I'm like, God damn, it's a small beer, right? So I was like chucking them down. And then within like 2 hours, I had to go out and lay down in the car because I was shit faced drunk. And I only had 2 beers and 2 shots. But that beer, I found out later, was like 18% alcohol.
Oh, God.
It was like drinking a Four Loko, which I used to beer bong those back in the day.
I don't think I've ever beer bonged.
Never beer bonged any? Never held the Frank the Tank thing where it's like
No.
the tube that goes in your mouth and they just pour it in?
I'm boring, man. I don't do that.
Yeah. Hey, is Booski here? Is she out there just kind of waiting to come in? No? I thought I've heard that door open down there. Anyway, so yeah, I like that place a lot. And then so another thing I want to read in the news, and this is kind of crazy. So you know, I was talking about C Magazine, how I saw it last week, and I saw the thing about Savage Love. But I wanted to read this. It's really short, right? So I'm going to read it to you. And we can all just chime in on this, but it says pegged as bi. So it goes. Yeah. My boyfriend of 6 months wants to try pegging, and I'm down, but he wants the whole experience, which means sucking the dildo too. That raises a red flag for me. I know how this sounds before I even ask, so please forgive me if the question is insensitive. But does his desire to suck on the dildo indicate gay or bi tendencies? He says he's not attracted to men, but he will sometimes make remarks about a good looking guy he saw. He also told me he had a threesome in his early 20s with a married couple, and that the husband sucked him off. He says he hasn't done anything like that since, and he'd had tons of sex and done a lot of freaky stuff. Is this his kink? Would this leave him wanting the real thing? He wants to get married and all that. Should I be concerned? And let me ask you, as a woman,
Mm.
would you be concerned if your boyfriend came to you with this?
Oh, you can't do that. You can't put me on a spot like that.
No, I'll
Um,
give you my
Yeah,
take.
what do you think?
Well, so I'm a firm believer that a sex act doesn't dictate your sexuality. Like, for instance, I'm not saying me, but I'm saying, say a guy experimented with another guy, put his dick in his mouth, right? I don't think that makes you gay. What makes you gay is being gay and preferring one sex over the other, or bisexual where you like both of them. I don't think a sex act defies who you are sexually as a person. Also, but at the same time, I mean, he might be leading down that path. You know what I'm saying? Because wanting to suck on the dildo and then taking the butt and stuff like that, I would think that maybe he's
I'd say he's bi. If he's done in the past and he's still like, what he
right.
wants to do now, he's bi. He just
Yeah.
probably doesn't want to.
It's probably safer with the
He's
girlfriend.
probably scared to come out, or
Yeah. But yeah, he probably could be
he's
bi.
he doesn't want to be rejected by his girlfriend, so he's not saying.
You know what they
No.
call a girlfriend that a guy that's gay that has a girlfriend? They call her a beard.
I thought she was what was that?
Ding.
Princess Pillow.
It's back in the
Oh,
day.
what?
Oh, hag fag or something. What was that? Fag hag.
Fag
Fag
hag.
hag.
Yeah, I think the beard is the nicer version of that.
Yeah, the beard is definitely nicer.
Yeah, I haven't kissed too many girls that have beards though.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I don't know, man. I had a couple weird reactions to reading that article. One was it's in the back of C Magazine where any kid could pick that up and read it. We live in a world today where it's just so available sexually, and it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Leave the kids alone, but the parents, if it's that young of a child, it's the parents' responsibility to.
Oh yeah, sure, but I mean, what is the age that? I mean, for instance, I dated a girl that had a 12-year-old daughter, and what she's exposed to now is just insane. When I was 12, I was playing with army guys in the backyard. I mean,
Yeah.
totally different time. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you that my mom was very protective of me. She never let me out of her sight. I didn't date till I was 19. She refused to let me date, and probably a good thing because I would just been more jaded if I had dated earlier on. But yeah, she didn't let me date at all. So, and I didn't have sex until I was like almost pushing 20 for the first time because she wouldn't let me out of the house ever.
Well, I don't believe in helicopter parenting, but I do believe that you need to let them grow, let them do things. You're supposed to guide. If you see them going one way, push them this way.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, I agree with that totally.
yeah.
I
Good
I always
helicopter parenting.
wish I had. I don't have any kids at all, and I always wish I did because I think I would have been a great father, especially guiding them in the right way. Because I feel like I've made so many fucked up mistakes that I could definitely direct them in a better way.
Well, they'll be traumatized either way.
Yeah, probably traumatized with me. Good God, Daddy, why are you looking at that girl? I had that situation when I was.
Dad's reading about pegging again.
Dad Bucket magazine. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Savage Love. I don't know. I was just like looking at it. I was like, damn, this is insane magazine. They talk about sucking dick and stuff.
Well, they've always had the ads in the back and everything. Even when I like 18, 19 reading them.
Oh yeah,
I
remember the back
mean,
pages?
yeah, they always had the
good old days.
ads and the hotlines and
Yeah, the good old days.
you know the
Well, they still have it
scantily
now. They
clad.
have like the call-in numbers for like you'll see one. It'll be like for gay dudes, and the guy is just like ripped and cut, and you can like call this 800 number to talk to some dude. It's so weird that I don't know, it's so weird that you would pick up the phone and just talk to some random stranger and on that 800 line costing like $5.99 a minute.
I don't know. I don't remember if I ever called one as a kid. I don't remember. I think I tried.
How pathetic is that though? I mean, that's just you've got to be really lonely to pay $6 a minute.
Well, you like getting talked dirty to. That's
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, I guess being talked dirty to. I think I had that happen once in my life. Some girl wanted to talk to me, or something weird like that. It's like, why would you do it on the phone? I mean, why don't you give me your address and I'll just come over, Why do we have to do this on the phone?
Safer.
Yeah. Yeah, it is safer, I guess. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in Cleveland. And, the other thing is, I told you about it earlier tonight that I'm doing that Loud and Local show at the Foundry on June 17th. And I definitely want you to be there and, do your thing, take some photos and
Yeah, I'll go.
hang out with me and help me out. You don't really have to do much. Everything will be done before the show. It's just pretty much getting the bands on stage and getting them off in time. But we got Cleveland's finest. Rob has a band called Mush, and they're going to be playing.
What kind of music is that?
Yeah, Mush is like they say they're metal, but I listen to it. It's kind of like metal meets hard rock, not blues, but rock. I don't think they're fully on like metal, like hardcore metal, but they also he writes a good catchy song. So yeah, I heard them practice one time, and they were doing something like some Rage Against the Machine or something, just warming up. Then I have a friend named Monica, and she has a band called Still in Darkness. We're gonna put her on the bill. They're like a hard rock band. It's a 3-piece. So the guy that plays bass also does lead vocals, which I
So
don't.
he comes with a biscuit.
Yes, he does. And man, if you think playing guitar and singing is hard, like playing bass and singing is way harder. Like,
Tried it.
you ever see Sting from the Police? That band?
Yeah.
I saw them in concert in Virginia when I was like 17 or 18, and it was Sting. It wasn't the Police, but he plays bass and sings, and like you'll watch him play, and he'll just be like hitting one string.
Well,
holding
doesn't
it
he
with one
like?
string.
He's into tantric sex and has a hard on for 8 hours, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't know if I
Sting
could
can
deal
do
with that.
anything. I mean,
That's why I'm afraid to take any like Cialis or Viagra. Like it was offered to me one time from a friend. He's like, "Hey, try this. Your dick will be hard as a rock. You'll be able to spank it on a desk if you want to." And I'm like, that sounds great until you actually come, but after that, I don't want a boner anymore. I would think that it would be really uncomfortable.
Horror stories.
Horror stories. Imagine you ever hear those stories how people make mistakes and take the wrong pill instead of their vitamin, they'll take one of those pills. Yeah, and they'll be like walking around the mall with a raging boner.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave the house.
Yeah.
Sounds painful.
I quit my job.
Satan, even if you have this raging boner, right, and you take care of yourself, it doesn't go away. You will have that raging boner for hours. There's some people that can't take the medication because the boner will never go away, and it gets painful, and they have to go to the hospital, and they'll give them a little shot in their balls, and it'll go down.
In their balls?
Yeah, I guess it's in the sack.
That sounds terrible.
It sounds like I'll never want to try that. I think if it gets to that point where I need one, I'm done with sex.
So will that be purple balls instead of blue balls?
Black and blue balls. Yeah. So yeah, get back. We're gonna do that show at the Foundry. It's gonna be fun. Still in Darkness will be on it, and then I talked to a few other bands trying to get some headliners.
If there's a limo, I'll be there.
Yeah, there will be a limo. We talked about that last week. You know the benefits of limo? Drinking
Oh,
and not having to
I
drive.
don't drink, so
Yeah, I know.
guess I'm gonna have a crappy time.
I don't drink that much anymore though, but a couple of shots and I'm just ripped. But Satan,
Whiskey!
Yeah, I'm a whiskey guy too. That's what I like. I had a friend at work offer me. We're at work and he's like, "Hey, do you want one of these Crown Royals or not Crown Royal? Parrot Bay coconut." I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
That's not even real.
No, it's like fake, and it's not. It doesn't even get you drunk. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that." But yeah. So, Satan, what I want to do is I'll play a song and take a break, okay? And
Sounds amazing.
let's do. I was gonna do it at the end of the show, but can we pull up Sylvia? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna switch you all up now. It's a little bit longer of a song, and then I can use the bathroom and then hit a cigarette a couple times. Sylvia by the Knights. They are a shoegaze band from Cleveland. But you have to listen for a minute before we take our break so you can hear her vocals. All right? It's really cool. I want to go in this direction. Kinda. Yeah.
Like actually Cleveland? Or?
Yeah, Cleveland.
Like the Cranes.
Yeah, isn't that cool? It's like poppage voice, and she's kind of just like kind of ambient a little bit, and then you got that hard guitar and dun 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 dun. I love that.
He loves it. Satan's on the phone.
Satan is taking a call from hell. What is this music?
I'm trying to see if it's playing on the feed.
Write in and all that.
That,
You have people that write in. Can you
oh
write
yeah.
in?
Is that Doug or is that Dave?
That's Doug.
Holy shit, Doug's on the line. He's like, this show is worse than the last show.
He said you should change your name to Loud and Local. From Loud and Local to Loud and Lame.
Did he say loud and lame?
I did, so I'll block him.
It's all right. Maybe if we put Doug on the show, it'd be a better show.
Come on, Doug.
Doug, are you in Cleveland? You never did answer that question.
Where are you, Doug?
I really believe that Doug is the ex-girlfriend in disguise.
That would make sense.
I'm starting to believe it. She's like, you do need Cialis. You couldn't get a boner. You also need Prozac.
Multivitamins for me. That'd be it.
So we're gonna go to a break, and I'm gonna have a cigarette, and we'll just let this play. All right, Satan.
Sounds good to me.
All right, enjoy.
I'm gonna use this thing.
Yeah, we're back.
Destruction commence.
Yeah, welcome back to Loud and Lame. Oh, that was for you, Doug. So I love tattoos, right?
Yeah.
And I plan on getting a lot more. Um, Actually looking for some spots to get some tats at. So if anybody's listening and wants to do some tats on me, let me know. Definitely down for that. So when I was at home, I was thinking about some segments for the week, and I came across some photos of tattoos gone bad.
Oh, this should be
So
interesting.
yeah, this is gonna be great. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
So I have like 4 or 5 photos that we're gonna show of some tattoos that are pretty hilarious. And Satan's gonna bring them up. Satan has some tattoos as well. Sporting some tats.
I do.
He has his son on his arm, Damien.
Yes. That's my star pupil child.
Yes. Does he act just like you? He's like a mini Satan.
He's more like his mother.
Oh yeah. Mama's boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a mama's boy too. She'd never let me out of her sights. I remember the first time I kissed a girl, she about killed me. I think I was like 15 and we were at like an ice skating rink and her name was Jacqueline Rohrbach.
Yeah, Jackie.
Dear Jackie, she gave me the first French kiss I ever had. The whole tongue thing, I was blown away by it. I was like, no, this is great.
That was also my fault.
Yeah. That's all your fault all the time. My mom saw that and she like got on the ice and like shuffled all the way over me and like grabbed me by my ears. She's like, Jeffrey!
Oh my god.
Like, Jesus, Mom. Some tongue action, for God's sakes.
She meant that she called you Jeffrey.
Yeah, she gave me the Jeffrey. Jeffrey! Oh, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, so embarrassing.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's probably why my sex life is all screwed up now.
Probably not. Probably something else.
Always waiting for Mom around the corner. Pounding on the door. I hear you in there. I hear moaning. What's going on? Yeah, there was no privacy in my house growing up, ever. You couldn't even go in the bathroom and masturbate,
Jesus. Yeah.
pounding on the door. What are you doing in there? You've been there 20 minutes. I'm like, God damn it, man. I'm oiling my glove for baseball. In there with a latex glove,
If it
baby
don't
oil.
fit, you must have
Too
quit.
much.
Yeah, it is too much. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to go to Bad Tattoos Gone Wild. So, Satan, let's see one of them.
See this.
That's great. Is there any way to make that a little larger? Oh, man.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it's a baby picture. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Baby Ray.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine getting that on your body?
Polio bug.
Oh, it looks like it was
Ratio bug.
a dumpster baby. Oh, that's horrible. Now, let's see another one.
They're learning.
Yeah. Oh, why? Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
I mean, he is kind of hot though.
He's a good looking guy. It doesn't make me bi when I say that, does it? He's a good looking guy. But the tattoos, though, right? I mean, do you think that says fame or fam? I hope it says fame.
I'm not judging.
It looks like fame.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be tough to get a job with that.
Not nowadays.
Yeah, maybe not nowadays.
Mm-mm.
He's guilty.
They're all doing it.
Yeah, guilty. Oh my God.
All the
Scream
kids are doing
my name.
Yeah, when he's with his girlfriend, she just has to look at his forehead to see where his name is. What was her name again? Oh,
King
fame.
Kong, you don't see it?
Hit me, fame. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do a
Is that
face
even
tattoo.
real? That's not real.
I don't know. That was from a tattoo site of tattoos gone bad.
It looks pretty Photoshopish.
Yeah, maybe they did Photoshop it on some like supermodel. Just put tattoos all over his face. Now you got kids out there like, yeah, I gotta get a tattoo like my hero over here.
Yeah.
You know who started all that off was Mike Tyson. You know, socially, like he got that face tattoo on his eye. Then like everybody started doing it. All right, let's see another one, Satan. Jesus.
Oh, is that Michael?
Everybody thinks it's Michael Jackson. Yeah, no, it's
It says MJ.
yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's ode to Michael Jackson. I don't know. That's pretty.
Totally Michael Jackson.
Oh my God, it's so bad though.
I got your nose blinking.
I got your nose.
It kind of looks like Michael's plastic surgery nose, right?
Yeah, it does.
All turned up, and it's probably crooked. Oh man, the jawline though is just a little off.
Yeah, it's a little strong.
Where's that on his forearm? You think, or his leg? That's horrible.
Like,
I know we got some really good ones in here. Let's see one more. Oh Jesus! Yeah, this one gives me nightmares. She even had
I love the teeth.
the teeth, man.
I love it.
That's a bad blowjob.
That looks like my first wife.
Black and Decker Pecker Wrecker right there. Yeah.
I've seen her in other stuff. I forgot.
Yeah.
I think she's a tattoo artist as well, right? Or she does some kind of.
But those definitely have to be like implants in her head. Right?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
What she was trying to go for like devil horns?
Well, sometimes you just like put like little nubs there too.
Oh,
You could
jeez.
even do like whiskers and.
That's crazy. Well, it looks like her eyebrows have whiskers. Satan, you find that attractive?
That woman is beautiful.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting wasted one night and just taking her home and then like waking up to that?
I'll take her home like that. No, I don't need to be drunk.
Doug chimed in. I think Doug likes it. It's like, man, she's hot.
Are her eyes tattooed?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And it looks like she has like stitches for eyebrows. I don't know. That's just. What do you think of that, Lisa? It could be a look, right?
Lisa doesn't like it.
New singles look. I don't know.
She's definitely single.
No, are you? Maybe not.
No.
She's probably married.
Man, I bet
Married with kids.
there's dudes out there that would totally go for that. I'm not one, but you know,
Yes.
I'm sure they say there's somebody for everybody.
There's tons of dudes that go for that.
I know, but that's scary.
Guys
Don't you
are
think it's
mean.
scary? That's not mean. I mean, I'm speaking. If I saw her at night in the
She's
street,
hot.
yeah, it's hot.
You're
If I saw her in the street at night, I would think definitely being invaded by aliens or something, or demons.
Well, I think we're already aliens. I mean,
Yeah. Well, probably all alien hybrids anyway.
totally.
Yeah. I mean, where do you think we came from? The world's billions of years old anyway.
We just don't fit. We just don't.
No.
Yeah,
And-
usually don't fit anywhere.
Yeah,
Like-
you know they did the whole what's the genome thing and found out that we have DNA that's not even supposed to be part of our DNA.
Is that a conspiracy theory or is that like a real thing?
I think it's a real thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I think we're finding out more now that conspiracy theories are starting to become more true now. And I think that's just because of social media, because everybody has access to a phone,
Mm.
you know, and you can't get shit past us anymore. Like in the past, you know, they'd be like, it was Alligator Man that stole my baby, you know, but
Got you. Okay.
now they can't really get past that. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's not so bad, except for the whole horn thing is just that blows my mind.
That's actually my favorite part.
I wish I could take her to the wedding. That would really blow my
Ask her.
family's
She
mind.
probably won't go now since you.
It just means she's really horny.
She's horny. Oh my god, that's funny. Shit. Yeah, she don't think she'd go now.
I like the fact that you can't tell how old she is. That's so nice.
You want to guess her age?
Let's see. Well, like at least 30s. I mean, all that time.
30?
Right?
I don't know.
Well,
She
like
looks.
in
Lisa
her
says
30s?
36.
Lisa, you
36?
said 36. Mid 40s.
She's probably 50.
Do we know?
She's probably a zombie.
Doug wants to know if you follow Q.
Who?
Who?
The letter Q like Queen.
Oh, Q, like oh yeah, like this? Or how's it go? Like this? Like Illuminati shit? Yeah, Illuminati. I do like Illuminati. I think
That's
it's
Illuminati.
very cool. I like I do like the Q
That's
stuff.
looking the whole white power.
Well, I don't know if I'm into white power.
Well, no, you do that. You know, people look at it and you get
Yeah.
them. What's it called? You look in the hole, like
The rabbit hole?
no, like when you say, "Hey, look in the hole."
Yo, look in the hole.
I forgot what it's called.
Saddam Hussein was in the
You
hole.
guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Doug, I don't know. I do like the symbolism for Illuminati and stuff. I don't know if I stand for that stuff or Q. I'm not sure. Q is like a conspiracy, like like Donald Trump is really the president and stuff like that. There's one for you.
But that's actually funny. I would so do
Yeah,
that.
I actually, I actually need a roadmap myself. Well, I didn't know where to put it. Shit, I was gonna stick it in your ear. Oh, I see. Put my cock here. Yeah, that's. I don't think that's a real tattoo.
No, a lot of
No.
these are fake.
Yeah. But if you did get a tattoo like that, that's not the type of tattoo that you could wear a bikini.
It would just say, "Put cock."
Put cock.
You'd mess
Right.
up the ear.
And then it would be like, and then you'd have to be like, oh, it means here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what people are thinking about, man, when they're getting tattoos. I've seen a lot of bad tattoos. Bad tattoos.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
You remember that one movie where he got that tattoo that said "No regrets" on his chest, and the guy was like, "So you have no regrets?" And he's like, "No, not one regret." He's like, "No regrets."
Now, if you did that on purpose,
Yeah.
that would be.
Or what about the movie with Ashton Kutcher where it was "Dude, Where's My Car"? Remember that one? And on his back it said "Sweet," and on the other guy's back it said "Dude." He's like, "What's it say on my back?"
Sweet,
What's it say on my back?
dude,
No! What's it say on my back?
sweet,
No, dude! They just keep going back and forth. It's fucking hilarious. Sweet, dude! Yeah. So, do you have any tattoos?
I do.
Yeah. They're all hidden? You're only one of those. If you've seen my tattoos, then you've seen me. Right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I got one on my stomach I've never shown anybody. Covers a scar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little dolphin from when I went swimming with him.
Aw.
One of the most painful tattoos I ever had.
Yeah, on my side here, I cried in the beginning and then it started to tickle. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it does hurt when you get the tats on the bone, right? But on a scar and on the belly, it's brutal. And then this thing's only like this big. I was like, dude, you gotta stop.
Yeah, very sensitive areas.
Yeah. I would think like the super sensitive areas would be like the genitals. No, not sensitive. I definitely don't want my balls tattooed. I think that would be extremely sensitive. I think the eyelids would be rough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe like the nose area right under here. That would hurt like crazy.
I don't know.
People
My
do that?
mustache rubs against a lot.
Tattoo. Satan, you have a tattoo on your penis?
No, I have them on my balls.
It's like that one joke where he's in the bathroom and dude looks over at him and he sees it says Wendy on his penis and he's like, he looks at him, he's like, oh, I have a tattoo of Wendy on my penis too, and he's like, no, it says, welcome to Jamaica, have a nice day.
Oh, I love that.
Right? Because it's not only is he peeing with that huge penis, but it's also dipping into the urinal. I hear there's some men with that problem. So really, it's an awakening moment.
I have stories.
Never happened to me, damn it.
These are private stories.
Private stories, I know. I can't ask you those questions. But yeah, bad tattoos. I mean, I've got many tattoos, and fortunately, I've never had a bad one. Because once you get a bad one, it takes forever to have them removed. They have that new solution now that they pour over it and it kind of dissolves it off.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it online.
Dissolves it off?
Like kind of like an acid. That
What?
yeah, it doesn't like remove your skin to the bone, but it'll remove layers of skin to get the tattoo
I
off.
thought they just did the laser.
No, they do that too. That's super expensive. But I guess now they have an alternative, which is some solution that they pour on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
You'd have to go to great gains to get rid of a bad tattoo.
I used to have tattoos on my face, but they fade away really easy. So do hands, feet.
Henna tattoos? Or
No, like actual tattoos.
you did tattoos on your face?
I did it myself. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You could probably tattoo some
I did it like
freckles
old
on.
school. I had like a sewing needle. I put threaded. I dipped it in the Indian ink. And I was like,
Oh, did that hurt?
yeah.
Were you like crying while you're doing it? I
Well,
would think that tears would come.
I mean, not
God
that
damn
bad.
it! Right?
Not that bad. No.
Oh man, I'd be crying. I remember when I got my eyebrow pierced. Oh man, that had to be like in 2006. I was like, when it's so painful you don't say anything, right? You're like that pain, like a massive amount of pain right in your eye. Like I cried. Well, I mean, like a tear came down my face. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's painful.
I got mine done when I was like 16. And it got really like gnarly because I kept touching it and I was pus
Did
came out.
it got
It's
infected?
gross. I took it out.
Yeah, mine actually fell out while I was sleeping. I woke up one morning and my face just rejected the piercing. It
Yeah.
just fell right out.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And it left a little hole for a little while. But yeah, they take when they
Maybe they didn't do it deep enough.
when they pierce your eyebrows, they like pull it out, right?
Yeah,
And then they
yeah.
stick that barb down in there.
Yeah.
God damn, that hurts.
I would think the septum would be the
No, I
hardest.
think that'd be torture.
Yeah.
Also, another one that'd be horrible would be a Prince Albert. You know, with the penis piercing.
Mhm.
Whew. I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't even handle when I had a test done. They had to stick a little Q-tip down my dick hole.
Oh.
That was gruesome. I couldn't imagine getting your penis pierced. And then think about this, that because for girls it's a little bit different. I mean, you could probably not catch that on a lot of things. Although maybe if it was a hoop, you could catch it on something. But can you imagine catching your Prince Albert in your zipper?
I
Oh,
know. I
just-
think that's why you use the
Satan just
You do
rolled his
the-
What
eyes.
is wrong with
Barbell.
you, boy? That sounds terrible.
barbell.
Yeah, barbell.
Not a hoop.
I've seen also where people get penis piercings where it's up and down the shaft, like little like the tongue piercings, how they have the balls on them, the little tiny balls.
Maybe I'll do that.
I don't know. I couldn't handle that either. That'd be so painful.
Not my thing.
It might be good for her.
Yeah, it's probably pleasurable for hers. It's like ribbed, right?
I don't know if I do.
it
How did you feel one little
goes in like a roller coaster. Yeah, climbing up that hill. It's like, I don't know.
The healing process sounds like it would suck so bad, though.
Oh God. Just how do you let that heal too? I mean, normally when you get a tattoo, they wrap it, right?
Yeah.
Or they'll put that clear. You ever get they'll put the clear thing on it?
derma or
You're right. So you'd have to like probably wrap your penis.
You're supposed to wrap it anyways.
you only leave it under plastic for like an hour to a day. You don't
Yeah, you don't leave it long.
yeah.
There's I had this happen to a friend. He broke his penis. He was having rough sex, and when he went to go in, it bent and broke.
It leaves a huge bruise.
Yeah, and you have to wear like a cast on it, where it's like an
You
expand.
don't wear a cast.
It's an expandable. It's not like the cast when you break your arm. It's like a little sheath that goes over
Put it in a sock.
Put it in a sock. I got 3 pairs of socks in my pants right now. You ever look at those photos from the 80s, like those heavy metal rockers with like tight pants on? They've got socks in their pants. I mean, nobody, like every single guy in that stage is like huge dick in their pants. I mean, that's impossible.
It's impossible that all of them
Yeah,
were well endowed. Or,
well endowed. I mean, like every single heavy metal artist had those tight pants on, well endowed. Like
I don't have that problem. I don't know.
it's almost pornographic when you see Axl Rose on stage.
God, he's hot. I used to love him so much.
Guy's got a huge salami in those little shorts.
His hair.
He doesn't look so great now though. He didn't age that well. It's a lot of hard drugs. I'm sorry, Axl. I still like your music.
I love you, Axl.
Yeah. You're still angry. Still pissed off after all these years. I don't know.
Is he now? What's he mad about now?
I don't know. He's always bitching about something. Last time he was upset about Donald Trump, about building the wall. It's okay. We just sent billions and trillions of dollars to Ukraine, but we couldn't build a fucking wall. I just don't get that. You know what? Let's just tear the wall down and move those guards off the border. Let's just let everybody in.
I think we should talk about the environment in East Palestine and now Springfield,
Oh,
Ohio.
yeah.
Fix your shit.
You
Fix your
know,
shit.
we were talking about that on the phone today,
Mhm.
and I was thinking to myself, you've had all these derailments. You just had 2 trucks blow up the other day. Maybe they're terrorist events and nobody's telling us.
I think their equipment is faulty. It's been, it probably hasn't been. They're just not doing their jobs.
You don't think it's the Chinese? Like,
I-
oh, you
you know,
fucking suck.
Everybody wants to say, the most whacked out idea. What about just the easiest answer?
That the infrastructure's fucked.
Like maybe fix the railroads or fix the
Yeah, you're right.
the wheels on the train, or I don't know. It
Because
just
that shit
seems-
don't go round and round. Those wheels on the train, right? They just crash. There's a nursery rhyme. Wheels
Oh.
and trunk go round and
Oh.
round, round and round.
That's all they didn't get that.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Do you know that the infrastructure in the United States is like a third world country as far as like railroads and our roads are concerned? I mean, just drive down the road with all the potholes. Most countries like Japan, even Russia, although Russia still uses like trains from World War II, but Japan and a lot of those South Pacific countries are light years ahead of the United States in infrastructure. Their trains and all that are just light years ahead.
Hmm.
And yeah, so we've never really. I mean, I remember Trump talked about it, and I remember Biden talked about it when he was running for president, and was like, we need the infrastructure and put money into this country and shit like that. No, but we're just sending it overseas to Ukraine, let them bomb the fuck out of each other. It's so stupid. Why? I mean, we have veterans that served in war in the streets dying because they're freezing to death and they're homeless. Yeah, we're gonna send trillions over to Ukraine. I just did. So fucking dumb.
And we do have a lot of homeless in Cleveland.
I got the Palestine cough. Yeah, we do have.
Put that COVID over there.
I have to wear a mask again. Yeah, those fucking masks. Yeah, that's another thing that I was just gonna go on a tangent now and talk about dumb shit. The masks that they had us wear during COVID, that didn't protect anybody from anything. You mean maybe it protected you from getting the common cold or maybe a flu, but you start talking about like pandemics and like Ebola and shit like that. Hey, let's wear a little surgical mask. Everybody's dying, but we're gonna wear this little paper mask. So
Huh.
dumb.
I think with East Palestine, everybody's like, they were telling the people everything's okay, but then we just were wearing masks for this little
Yeah.
germ that was going around. We were supposed to be so afraid of that, but not
Yeah.
this huge chemical disaster.
Yeah,
What?
vinyl chloride is what spilled.
Right.
And did you hear what the plans are in East Palestine now? Is to burn off all the chemicals in the land
But
to
you're
get
not
rid of
supposed
it.
to burn it.
You're
though.
not supposed to burn it, but they're going to burn it off. You know what's going to happen when they burn it off? It's all going to go in the atmosphere. It'll go in the atmosphere. It's going to rain. That shit's going to come down like napalm. Well, maybe not like napalm. It's going to be like really bad. Everybody's going to be breathing that
This
shit.
is depressing.
Yeah. Welcome to Loud and Lame. We're going to depress the fuck out of you. Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about music. So, yeah, but that shit that's going on around, our area. I mean, you kind of want to talk about it a little bit. And
Well,
then,
hell yeah.
and you're right about the environment. Like a lot of people say, environment it's not real. And yeah, the fucking ozone layer is fucking real.
It's not real. Who says it's not real?
Yeah, you hear those politicians talk about it. You ever watch the news and hear those dumb
I
politicians?
don't watch jack or shit. I can't.
Yeah.
I get anxiety and I want to save the world. You can't.
No. There's just so much. I mean, like,
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. I kind of think that it's too ironic that we had so many tankers or like chemical spills from railroads. It's too ironic that we had 2 tankers in 2 different areas blow up on a freeway for no reason. Nobody knows why. Well, one blew up and then another one blows up a couple miles down the road. I mean, it doesn't seem a little strange.
Yes, it does.
And then we have all these food distribution plants burning to the ground. Seems a little odd to me.
It is. We've been in the twilight zone for like 5 years now, 4 years. It's just too much. Everybody's like getting
Yeah, I think people are sick of it, you know?
yeah.
And like I said earlier, it's like cell phones, you know? Yeah, they're everywhere. And people are videotaping everything that's fucking weird.
I have a theory about that. They
Let's
want
hear
to
it.
do away with you. They just gotta like they can control these separately, right? All they have to do is turn up that radiation. You're fried. I mean, you carry it around with you everywhere. It's
Yeah.
already emitting, right?
And that 5G is even worse that they're rolling out now. Total radiation, and I think what we'll find years from now that holding this up to our ears, we're all going to have like brain tumors and cancer. I think eventually they're probably going to have to get rid of the cell phone.
Oh,
I think that might
that's
happen.
where the chip in your head comes in.
Yeah, the little jab that everybody got. Hey, who in this room got the jab? Anybody in here got the jab?
You're HIPAA violating.
None of your
right now.
fucking business.
That's a HIPAA violation.
Only if you're applying for a job or trying to get on a TV show or something. It's a HIPAA violation. You can tell Jeff James, you know, if you got the jab. My sister got all the jabs and all the boosters, and she got COVID over and over and over again.
Really?
She just had COVID again. But she's also around a bunch. She's a school teacher, so she's around a bunch of little kids. Kids are all germy, right? They're wiping their snot on their sleeves and shit. Yeah, everything's gross. Everything's gross with the little kids. They'll just pick up something on the floor and eat it. Yeah. I refuse to get the shot. I don't want to get anything that I'm forced to have to get, or being told I have to get it, or shunned. Yeah, I hate that shit.
I don't like that shit.
Satan's down there like, everybody needs the jab. German. You see the videos of those people getting the jab and just like falling over and having seizures?
I don't know.
Like nurses? Like, I'm getting my first jab. I'm so excited. Right?
She's nervous in front of the camera.
Yeah, maybe in front of the camera. I don't know.
She locked her knees.
Hey, locking your knees is a real thing. When I was in the army, I watched people pass out all the time. Stand at attention, and I was like crashing down. Yeah.
See that.
Yeah, so that Palestine shit's nuts. Hey, I don't have my glasses on, and I see Doug's sent over a couple more messages. He must not be busy tonight trolling high school kids.
What's it say?
I'm not sure. I don't have my glasses on, but Satan's right in front of it.
Well, one says, can Jeff show his muffin top?
Muffin top?
Show your muffin top.
What, this? I don't know what a muffin top is.
It's the love handles.
The love handles? Yeah, they're not that big, man. I'm only 165 pounds. I actually lost a ton of weight this year. Yeah, I call it the depression diet.
I did too. 20.
Yeah. You know the thing, Doug, about weight is you can gain weight and lose weight. You can never lose ugly, but you can lose weight. And I never really worried about weight. I've been heavy and I've been skinny. And it's the middle of winter in Cleveland. You know what I do a lot? I eat and I sleep and I work. That's all I do. So, you know, once it starts to warm up, I'll be out moving around and doing more shit. And I lose weight in the spring. But I always gain weight in the winter.
I like intermediate fasting.
Doug is what body shaming me. Talking about my muffin top. You try carrying a huge cock around all day. It hurts your back, man. So the first one was it should be loud and lame. And the second one was the muffin top. What was the third one he said?
Does Jeff follow Q? That was the one earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It meant so much to me. I forgot about it already. Doug's a big fan of the show. He chimed in last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had us play this band called Insect Warfare. And
is he a Clevelander?
Yeah, he won't answer that question.
He must be.
Yeah. That's probably why he's so angry.
Is he that angry?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
But, you know, he can chime in all he wants.
Oh.
We like it. We like talking to you, Doug. Dougie. Yeah, last week he was really unhappy with our music selection. He did not like Avenged Sevenfold. And they write a catchy song.
Why don't you play some Cleveland bands, some more Cleveland bands?
Yeah, but, you know, the problem is we can't get it to stream over. So I mean, if Satan wants to look up some Cleveland bands for us, why don't you give him a suggestion? He could look it up on YouTube or something, or Reverb Nation, or Spotify. Where do you pick up the music from?
Mostly YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's the way to go. It's free.
You should show that Atomic Witch video.
Yeah, can we find some Atomic Witch?
Go
Satan's
Cleveland-
all over. He's like, oh god damn, Jeff,
go
send me
Cleveland
shitty
Underground
links.
scene.
You're making me work.
Atomic Witch.
I come in the show tonight. I'm like, don't worry, Satan. I really took care of the show tonight. I sent you all the links.
We should
Got
show
all the
some pics of
pictures.
the zine, too.
Yeah, get yourself Keen Magazine. It's very cool. A lot of artists in there. Coffee shops.
Tattoo shop.
It's not Starbucks, is it?
I mean, I don't think I've ever
No.
done them in
You
Starbucks.
probably wouldn't do Starbucks. It's too corporate. Erie Coffee is really good. I don't know if you tried that. They're very uncorporate.
Hey, yeah, Erie Island over there.
Yeah, Erie Island over there in
Coffee.
Rocky River.
You can't hear you. Get the mic.
How does that look?
Yeah, and I also
That's because it's green.
Oh, I get it.
yeah, that's cool, huh?
Okay. Look, it's see-through, Victor. That's so neat.
It's invisible.
Wait, can you like see me through it?
Yeah.
No goes through you.
You should just cut the face out and put over your head. Be cool.
Some of these collages.
And then how do you choose the editorial stuff? Is that just sent in? I know you sent me what, the Atomic Witch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got the stories. Oh, the stories are true stories, so I try to find,
You gotta talk in the mic.
confessions and
Yeah, nobody can hear you right now.
oh, they can't.
Yeah, you
You
have to,
gotta talk in the mic.
You can't hear me.
there you go.
There you go.
It's that thing where it hears you. You speak into it.
Cool stuff. I just
Yeah.
almost went through the whole thing, but not. You gotta find one. Ha.
Yeah, it's a cool magazine. I went to your opening. You remember that
Zine.
when you had your unleashing of the Keen magazine the first time? You had
Oh,
all
with
those.
the two galleries.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was fun.
Those galleries were cool.
Well, I'm going to try to do that again this year. It'll be all the artists that have participated in Keen Zine will be invited,
Yeah,
and they'll get to show their work.
I wish I would have went with somebody who was
Talk
a
with the
little
public.
cooler that wanted to hang out more.
You
What
wish
was it again? Atomic what?
Atomic Witch.
Which?
Yeah.
Like Atomic
Cleveland
Punk,
band.
but which? So Booski from Cleveland's Finest was going to be on the show tonight. I heard her around 8:30, and then I never heard from her again. I think she ghosted me. I think that's a thing. I'm not sure.
That's totally
A radio ghost.
We can't believe her.
Booski, if you're listening, I'm very disappointed in you. We're going to have to talk later. But who knows? I mean, could have had car trouble. Could have had anything. So Satan,
Cleveland Underground scene on YouTube. Cleveland Underground scene on YouTube.
it sounded pretty cool. What was that?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. No.
I've come to see you again.
She didn't show up.
Yeah, I am too. We
I
can
was
just
hoping for some more female energy in the place. You guys
Yeah.
are talking about cock and balls all the time.
we could talk about if you want. I'm a big fan of pussy.
How did you? Does he do that?
Yeah,
my own-
Satan's in control over there. He's got the cockpit. Cockpit. He's in the cock.
I want my own
Pit.
button.
I'll give you a button. So yeah, we could talk about pussy. It's one of my favorite subjects.
That's not what I meant. But
Satan's a big fan of pussy too. Yeah.
My favorite thing to eat.
Yeah. The taco. Oh, if you want to talk about pussy, we talk about quite. Yeah,
Regret saying that.
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't make her feel so uncomfortable.
We can talk about breasts. I love chicken breast.
I
Yeah,
love chicken
titties.
breast.
Yes, succulent and juicy. Yeah. Last week I brought in what the fuck is it called? Charles Charles Barkley chicken. I can't remember now. Charlie Biggs. Charles Barkley's dark chicken nuggets. Yeah, I brought in Charlie Biggs chicken for Satan. And the crazy thing about them, I know, have you ever had that? Like everybody's had KFC and Popeyes.
I like Dave's hot chicken.
Dave's hot chicken's good. But this place makes
Gotta have honey.
chicken out of a Sunoco. And yeah, it's like a little back room, and they got a chicken fryer, and they make some other stuff on a flat top
And with the JoJo fries.
and JoJo fries.
Fuck yeah, I know that.
Those JoJo fries are huge, and their chicken
Yes.
tenders are monster size. They're amazing. Yeah, and I'm always like going up there and getting chicken, so I brought some for Satan. He's like, "Oh, this is goddamn good."
Get it right. Oh, wrong person.
Get it right.
He was just tearing the chicken apart and eating it, and then he got on the show, and chicken was just hanging from his face
It
and
was
mouth. He
everywhere.
devoured it, right?
I'm a chicken fiend.
Chicken finger licking good.
Bitch.
So, Satan, what's going on? No Atomic Witch?
Well, I got Atomic Witch, but I also pulled up the Cleveland Underground.
Okay.
It's a video on the Cleveland Cleveland Underground scene
What's the name
of Atomic Witch.
Oh.
Yeah. All the videos are labeled by the band name.
I'm looking for it now.
It should be like 6 down from the top. Go under videos.
She watches it often. Do you?
Well, it's my favorite band on there, so yeah, I watch them.
Yeah,
and I
it's
feel
cool.
like I'm on the show again.
It's almost like you
awesome.
have your own Spotify playlist, but it's on
My
your-
one friend, she has she used to have a projector, and you can see that. You felt like you were like in the show again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
I'm downloading right now.
Atomic Witch. Yeah, they're playing Foundry. I'm thinking about going to that show.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put on a good show.
Yeah, I like them. And I was listening to them last night. And I was like, yeah, this is really cool. So I try to listen to all the bands. I'll look up and see where they're playing, and I'll listen to them and see what they sound like.
Yeah.
Like the Snakes, saying I never heard them before. And
Oh, I don't think they're together anymore, are they?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of bands that are, from Cleveland that, what happens a lot is they'll start a band, they'll play for like a year maybe or 2 years, and then they break up.
Yeah.
And then,
That's
their
right.
music stays up forever because it's the internet, nothing goes away. Yeah, they're not together anymore. But that girl in that band was a great singer too.
I'm ready.
All right,
Yes.
Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Satan.
Bring it.
Bring it, Daddy. Are you film this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's that at?
Annabelle's in Akron, I think.
Oh yeah. Say, look at that crowd.
Oh, it's fucking great.
I love them.
They're having a good time.
They're all my disciples.
Yes, they are.
I get in the pit in this one.
It's scary to get in the pit when you get older, though.
Yeah, you can break a hip.
You get knocked to the ground, you're not getting
Your
back
teeth
up.
knocked out that you kept for 40
It's all
years.
fun and games. Knock my teeth out.
I got elbowed in the face a couple of times. Good time.
It's that guitar feedback. It's great.
Another band.
Look how he's got the streamer that says ugly on there. Yeah. Hey, Shane, you remember Doug has played Insect Warfare last week? Yeah. You can't even understand those lyrics in that song.
The fucking song is next. This was a slow one.
So that's what I like about playing out live, that energy, man.
Watch how he does this. I love how he moves his hands. Yeah! Badass.
See how like punk rock has become metal a little bit, like some of the influences. So we're gonna let this play. And I'm gonna tell you about next week's show. All right. Next week, the lovely Lisa, our GM from Redline Radio, will be on with us. We're gonna be doing the ball gag and chain show. We'll be doing a little bit about like gothic fetish, right? And then we're gonna have music by Lestat. Do you know them? Lestat. Music by Autumn of Aeons. The Breaking Spines news will be all about the goth scene in Cleveland. I'm actually doing an investigative report from a dungeon in Cleveland, some BDSM, which I've never partaken in, so I have no idea what's in store for me. I just hope I don't get my ass beat. You know, I don't mind being forced on my knees, but I just don't want to be, beat up. We're gonna do the hit list on the best dive bars in Cleveland.
Oh, hell yeah.
And maybe you can give me some pointers on that.
Okay.
I have my favorite. Maybe you could send me over your favorite, and we could see.
Okay.
Definitely no class will be on there. And then the other thing is we're gonna play a band that's just about ready to make it big, and I'm gonna leave that as a surprise for next week that I found out just got signed. So they let me. They told me that I could play their music next week. Show Satan that, but hopefully get the links right for him this week. But yeah, that's gonna be next week's show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Yay.
Female empowerment.
Female empowerment, is that what it is?
No,
Female
it's the
empowerment
punk
show.
rock show. No. But yeah, Nico Pico Train, singer in my band, Jeff James and the Black Roses, also wears all the hats for Keen Magazine. She does everything. And also a photographer for the Cleveland Underground.
Yeah, check it out. Find it out and about. 21 Artists.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
It's a cool magazine. You should pick it up. And yeah, and even the advertisers in there are really cool too. It's cool how you select things. You know what I
There's
mean?
no advertisers.
Well, I
in
mean,
there.
like the coffee shop, the thing they had in there. I can't remember what you called it. I don't know.
Oh, it's where I put them. That's what I
Right.
meant, yeah.
Right.
No.
So yeah, it's very cool. It's a very cool alternative magazine. And the cool thing about it is, like a lot of these magazines will come out and they'll have people from other areas like New York City and LA. Everything is local. All these artists are local.
No, there are artists
Oh.
from other. There's Texas, Minnesota, South
Are you
Carolina,
serious?
New York. Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was all local.
I know.
Get off.
No,
Just joking.
gotta bridge them.
Yeah.
Put them all together.
And Satan, next month, I wanted to point this out to you. It's Taco Month.
Yes! Tacos!
Yeah, one of my very favorite things. Yeah, it's Taco Month. I think it starts like April 15th. And
What's your favorite taco joint?
there's so many good ones.
Taco Bell's the greatest.
Yeah, Taco Bell, the greatest of gourmet.
I like that cilantro tanqueria. You've been
Yeah,
there?
in North Homestead.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, there's one in
there
North
too.
Homestead. They just
They got a
opened.
couple of them.
Everybody I've talked to loves those tacos over there.
Great.
They're so good.
Yeah, I don't know. Foundry has really great tacos. Have you had theirs?
I don't know.
They're very clicky, like chicken Caesar, shrimp Caesar tacos, but they're fucking great. I go there all the time, get tacos. Yeah, I don't know. Bomba's really good.
Oh yeah.
Barrio.
Barrio's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a place in North Olmsted. It's down by the turnpike down there that claims the best tacos in the world. But,
Who?
I don't know, they used to be something. It's not El Jalapeno. It's something else. But El Jalapeno. We talked about them last week. They're really good.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it's not very intimate inside there. And Satan was like, it was like my last woman's not very intimate. And I said it's like a cavernous pussy. It's just so wide open there.
Wow.
Did you like that one?
Oh my-
I like that. It's better than hot dog in the hallway.
okay.
Yeah, it's classier. The cavernous pussy. I think it's a little classier. So Satan, again, I had fun tonight.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It was
Thank
cool.
you, Nico.
Yeah,
Thank you, Nico.
Yeah, I was hoping for like more obscene things from you.
More? Well, I was trying to stay tame because you were here.
What's a toilet seat and a woman have in common?
What?
Without the hole in the middle, they'd be worth shit. Or wouldn't be worth shit.
Okay.
That was obscene, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Let's. What was the other one last week? The dirty joke. How do you know when you have a high sperm count? She has to chew before swallowing.
Oh.
I'm trying to be vulgar for you. I'm trying to make up for Satan's unvulgarity for tonight.
You haven't got me yet.
No, that's probably as far as I go. I don't get that bad. I have sisters.
I was drained before I got here.
I have a mom. She watches the show. Jeffrey, you said vagina like 18 times.
Does she say that?
No, she's like, can you not say pussy? And then she's like, can you just pronounce it the right way? Don't say eat pussy. It's cunnilingus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh.
no, mom, I eat that pussy.
Oh my God. You say that to your mother.
No, you know I'm just joking. But Loud and Local, we'll be back next week. Good night.
Bye.
Right. So,
Oh.